Hey everybody, welcome back to Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're watching some Iron-Blooded Orphans G Urdr Hunt, Episode 3, Departure, Part 1, English subs.
You
Sorry, I
don't
didn't
have
want to say all
to.
that for some reason.
You don't have to read out the part that the person who transcribed it to YouTube put up. That makes no sense.
Well, that's what we're watching here today, one way or another. So, Theta, what do you remember from last time?
Jeez, what was last time? Sorry, I'm only remembering the end of episode 1 now, for some reason, which was the whole getting into the hunt. Oh, that's right. Last time was the other dude who looks oddly like G Gundam's protagonist, Domonkashu. Right? Would you say that? That's correct?
Yeah, Domankashu is here for participating in the Urdr Hunt, yeah.
Well, he looks like Domonkashu when he has his own ship, or he's acting for somebody who's on their own ship.
Who definitely has, like, big antagonist energy.
I don't remember what his goal was, because I don't think he's part of the hunt.
He didn't state it.
Well, he went down to the Venus former colony thing that got abandoned and then turned into a penal colony thing, and to fight, but I don't remember why he was fighting.
I think they are definitely involved in the hunt in some way, but
Well, no, because he doesn't have the ring. The ring signifies you're part of the hunt.
But I believe last time we actually got like an image of like the ring is actually a map. The map is telling you where a cool comet is. If you go to the cool comet, either you get A, something cool at the comet, or B, billions of dollars.
Well, no, the ring gives you access to money in order to be part of the hunt. Remember, this is why we had the whole discussion about Eden of the East, and that has a similar concept.
Once you run out of money, you die.
No, I really got to figure out what was the motivation of the Domonkashu character, because he appears to be a main character, so we need to remember why he's fighting.
I think his motivation, as far as we've seen right now, is that his arm is being twisted by his boss. That seems to be it.
He went down there and he fought like a number of the defense mobile suits before he fought our main character.
Then he went to space, yeah.
Yeah, then he just left. Oh no, that's right. They had a space fight where Venus was very close to the asteroid belt for some reason, and then the asteroid belt vanished. I guess it's also worth mentioning we also watched an interview where the one character who was really good with the Calamity War machines was admitted into the big military group whose name Griffin will now tell you. There you go. Sorry, I just forgot its name.
You forgot everyone's name there.
Well, no, there was
Eugene.
There's two groups in Iron-Blooded Orphans whose name starts with a T. That's very important.
Yeah, Tekiden and Tewaz.
Yeah, and then they merged, which did not aid in any confusion.
You just say like the T group, and it's like, oh yeah, of course, those guys. Everyone knows.
Yeah, that's from Resident Evil, right?
Absolutely, Mr. T following you around in Resident Evil.
Well, no, I meant the name of the virus.
I got a mod to make after this, so we at least got some explanation of what's going on, but we do need, like you said, more motivation, figure out who these characters are, and who else is going to be involved in it. Because we only got like two factions, and it can't just be these two people going for the comet.
Well, I mean, we don't even know if it's factions. It just, again, Domonkashu is not part of the hunt. He is just after something that we don't remember what, because you're not helping me here. You very implicitly want to skip past this discussion, but I feel like it's very important that we remember what the fuck Domonkashu wants. It's not his brother.
I think what he wants is revenge against the Dark Gundam.
I literally made that joke when I was saying the thing. I said clearly he doesn't want his brother, and that's literally your G Gundam joke. God, it's what we just talked about during Ranking of Kings, Griff, and Vinland Saga. I'm the one who makes the jokes.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not the one who has the lore this time. We're just gonna have to keep watching and find out, because I don't think there's an answer to that yet. So hopefully we'll find out soon.
Well, I guess I'll say one last thing here, so you don't have to ask me if I have any final thoughts, Griff.
Sure thing.
My last thing here is for the audience. If it appears like I'm looking back and forth from the screens in pain, it's because on the main screen that I watch this on, the subtitles are doing some weird strobe effect. Epilepsy-inducing, I assure you. That gives me, like, mental migraine type effect. It's really painful to look at. So I'm looking here at the big, easy-to-read text until it hurts. And then I'm looking back here at my recording screen, where it's very small, very hard to read. So if I miss little details, please know that I'm, like, powering through this as hard as I can.
So let's get through this before Theta has an epileptic seizure. But before we get to that, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can follow us over on Patreon. It's only $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
Click the link down below, join the Discord, let us know, is this game even worth playing?
Ah, yeah, we got intro here, too. We're in space.
I was say, oh, good. Nothing that's gonna tear me apart. And I looked at the very top. And the very top has the title of the show being ripped to pieces. By the way, are you getting subtitles right now?
No, not yet.
Okay, maybe not over the opening audio.
I guess they did not translate the music, which is fair.
Oh man, I bet that guy is human debris.
That is like so much a
Okay, this is weird. I guess his phone was having a problem.
But no, like that was some iron-blooded Orphans design on that kid.
These are people with rings. Multiple rings at that. That means you're part of the hunt.
And he's just not flashing his, I guess.
Well, no, I'm just saying Domo doesn't have one. Those two guys had one. That one guy in the chair had a couple. Did we see her last time?
You mean the different maid characters?
No, the pink space pirate girl.
Yes, we did in the intro. Not in the episode, though. She has not been introduced to us.
I feel like you're pulling a thing on me that I pulled on you with Ra Zafon. Oh yeah, we saw her playing violin in the outro. Are you saying the outro is not part of the show?
I'm still staying by my same stance.
Oh, I forgot to mention the other thought. When I'm looking at the screen, the subtitles are popping up. They're not only just doing the strobe effect, they're also laid over top of one another. They don't vanish. They don't go away. So it's strobe on top of strobe on top of strobe.
That sounds awful.
I don't know what's causing it.
Yeah, this is about where I remember we stopped off last time, which was Doman about to be embarrassed by a kid.
I thought he already got embarrassed.
Yeah, we're like flashing back 5 seconds here.
Yeah, I guess they all get their own representative of the hunt.
The battle bridge.
The Zan brothers.
I like the clash of like the cap, but with gold studs in it.
Berosuke.
All I'm gonna say is one of these two has a better fashion style than the other.
Oh, it depends on where you come from.
Unfortunately, I don't come from downtown Detroit.
No one will forget the 5-minute segment where we debated a person's name. I didn't think a game needed filler.
Well, I mean, we gotta figure out who the hell these people are first, right?
Again, it was a 1.5-minute long segment about her name, which they said like 5 times.
いえ、本当に聞いておりません。
役立たずが。まあいい。調べはついてんだ。奴ら必死こいてリングを集めて。
It must kind of suck to be these representatives and knowing at least most of these teams are going to blow each other up. And you'll be on their ship.
I don't think they don't seem to care.
So far, they don't.
俺たち兄弟が出撃すりゃ、あんなクソ船一つ沈めるのは簡単だ。けど、あの船のバックにはオムデンの野郎がついてやがる。
Not Omden.
でかい組織と構えるな。
Whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, that just seemed to be a two-man show. Yeah, it might be a bit much. Oh, they're commenting on the whole previous fight. Okay, okay. We got our timeline.
It's the game's built-in pause delay between signs, which is killing me because, you know, people don't take that long between one thought to the next thought.
Yeah, just like say one thing and then never finish.
Never before in the history of this channel have I tried so hard to understand so little.
There's not actually a lot going on right now. We are just getting these two's personality.
I mean, once again, imagine having to read a sentence that has 5 other sentences flickering on top of it. And then having to go back and reading a sentence that's as thick as possibly your fingernail. So, I am struggling to keep up with
we did at
such
least get a little bit of improve.
You let me know.
They are in fact like heirs to a family. There's important stuff going on. And one of them is slightly more ego-driven than the other. These are going to be our Orga and Mikazuki analogs.
Not really.
I'm just setting up the most preposterous idea I can. Powerful iPhone.
我が主からの通告です。これよりウルズハントを正式にスタートいたします。
スタート。
よし、手始めにあの船をぶったたく。白いモビルスーツが出てくるまで目離すなよ。
まずは行き先をリングで確認した方がよろしいのでは?
It has a kind of like a hint of Cannonball Run, I guess.
Yeah. That's basically like the entire over premise here, right?
I mean, I guess, because we don't really know what the whole. I mean, we got told what the premise of the hunt was, and what the end goal is, but we don't know how much of that's actually true. I'm right behind you. I mean, I'm right beside you. I heard you. Heard you say that, bro.
They're the only 2 people on the bridge.
Have you seen this man? Oh, I got it. He's Domon Poncho. It's funny to me, and I'm keeping with it.
Oh, that's why they don't have a ring. The ring that the main character has was theirs.
Well, it's weird because this guy in the intro has 2 rings already. Come on, man. Domon Poncho was a great hit.
Remember how you got beat up like 5 minutes ago? On one hand, he's being an asshole. On the other hand, he realizes that neither of them matter, and they will be disposed of.
Pickpocketed him?
You know what? That is actually a good vibe to take from that. You might be right.
Well, he came away from it like grinning like an idiot, so clearly he did something.
Maybe he's just motivated now that he's been called human debris.
I think our guy fell asleep with the controls.
燃料や食料、弾薬など提供された軍資金で調達しましたが、どのような旅になるか、この先何が必要かも不明ですので、正直なところ十分かどうかは何とも。
うん、ありがとうG。クルーは揃ったの？
はい。整備士が足りないので、外部の者を何人か雇いました。
I guess they went back down and got what they needed.
モビルスーツを
Or
扱
are they on a
って
ship?
者はほとんどいませんでしたが。
I mean, who did they get? Considering the planet's filled with criminals.
I mean, I guess they do still have other people living there. It's not just like the prison.
Yeah, but those are like hired people for specifically the job of working here on this place.
And they're a company that can hire them away from that.
I don't think so. It seems like if you're working here, you're working for a term, and then you get the fuck off of this place.
Just remember, you're here forever.
Literally just said a term.
おい、若はどこにいるんだ、若は。わしに聞いても知らんわ。
Character introduction. Who we
わしは若じゃねえ
getting?
もんな。わかっとるわ、そんなこと。
やれやれ。
あの二人。
Come on, camera, turn around already. Oh, no, they're gonna walk around and... There we go.
Oh, it's these two.
The 2 from the intro.
いたいた、ここにいた。
The pilots of the ship.
おお、若だ、元気そうだ。若、これどういうこっちゃ。
やあ、デキステル、シニステル。
I feel like they're already in space. That or they have no control of their knees.
They're doing the anime bop, you know?
Well, that or they're hovering in space. They're just hovering in place.
Yeah, just...
若社長が仕事をほっぽり出して宝探しとはな。うちの会社。
Oh, okay, they already work for the company. They're just pulling people away from duties and, like, putting them on the ship, that's all.
でも、ずっと会社を支えてきてくれた二人には、俺のそばで助けてほしいと思ったんだ。ウルズハントで優勝すれば、会社も大きくなる。
The kid is much more animated than anybody else is in any scene he's in. Like, they've given him hair flops and everything.
Some kind of race, like a cannonball run.
Or a death race. 2000.
いい加減になさい。お二人とも言葉が過ぎます。
I definitely like the vibe of these sassy old men.
わしらお前さんが鼻水垂らしてた頃からよーく知ってるからな。
いや、黙りません。出発の準備は済んだのですか？必要なものがあれば
Ugh.
申告書を提出
These
する。
inane conversations.
言われんで
You
も
shut up.
いや
You shut up. I will not shut up.
まずは便所
damn
だ。便所はどこだ？
We gotta get the vibe for these. See, they're old men. They gotta go to the bathroom.
便所じゃねえもの。わかっとるわ、そんなこと。
Again, I don't think it would be this horrible
やれ。
if they didn't pause for 5 to 10 seconds every time they said something.
It's visual novel pacing is what this is.
No, a visual novel, you can hit the button immediately after somebody says something.
わかった。頼んだよ、G。準備は
Slide
順
in
調の
the.
ようですね。
What are you talking about, Griff? We heard every footstep she made.
いよいよ出発だ。楽しみだよ。ワクワクする。
I have no doubt the further along we get,
それは何
she's gonna be the one, like, assistant that's different from all the other assistants.
はい、なんなりと。
Ah, but in what way? That's gonna be the
俺たち
question.
が探した宝っていうのはどんなもの？申し訳ありません。
The only one that'll share information, or the only one that'll give them things, or the only one that
それ以上の
cares.
情報を開示する許可を我が主から得ておりません。そうなんだ。ウルズハントの参加者は何人ぐらいいるの？スタート時点で登録されていたリングの数は7つ。その所有者が正式な
Wow,
参加者
it's just like fate.
とされています。
And they're all after the Holy Grail.
リングの所有者は一人につき一つとは限りません。それに協力者の人数に制限はありませんから。
So everyone could just agree to work together and get the prize, right?
他の参加者はどんな連中なの？
Sure.
残念ながらその情報は与えられておりません。え？ウルズハントの案内人なのに？7つのリングには
It's like that thing when I watch people play Trouble in Terrorist Town, and there's a zombie roll, and you're the last innocent left, right?
つまりコルナルさんは
Technically, you can't lose. Either you kill all the zombies and you win, or the zombies turn you into a zombie and the zombies win, and you're a zombie. So you win.
はい。リング所有者に
Technically, we could all just join up together and decide to all be zombies. But we don't, because it's not the way we feel like we play the game.
小さな選出を一つ貸していただければ嬉しく思います。
Turns around and goes, "No, you get to sleep in the hallway."
グラーティアス。
See, mi amigo.
航行中、美味しいお茶の提供をお約束します。
It is weird to hear Spanish in...
Spanish at an Italian-themed colony on Venus, spoken in
指導
Japanese.
へ向けて出航だ。
Well, no, technically it's still spoken in Spanish. It's just spoken by somebody who's speaking Japanese in every other word.
Hey, it's Range again.
Still on Poncho. I'm gonna keep saying that until somebody in the comments says it's funny.
だよな。それが組織の論理ってやつだ。見てきたはずだろ、散々よ。笑えるぜ。そいつをぶっ壊すためにあがいてきたってのに、いつの間にか飲み込まれてやる。
It's just so weird. I feel like this guy is like a 3D render. Like at any moment he could turn sideways and he has a full 3D render to him.
They are.
But he's never shown that way.
I'm pretty sure with the way these are animated and they act, there is a reference model here.
リングが指示した水星軌道に間もなく到着するそうです。
The pauses make it feel like a elementary school stage play. Oh, boss, what is it?
見つけ次第出撃する。
I don't
お前らも
know.
準備しとけよ。
Yeah.
はい。リング、ウルズハント。 優勝賞金1000億メリアか。
Unfortunately, the Maria has a transaction rate of 1,000 to $1. So, it's not as much money as you think it is.
無駄か。あのガキをきっちり潰してリングを回収するんだ。部品は部品らしくな。
I'm clearly a hero because I'm talking about beating up a child.
Yeah. Oh, we're already at the comet,
こ
huh?
こが目的地？
Well, or at least we're in the orbit that the comet's
水
in.
星の軌道上にいることは確かですが、
Yeah, see? The comet's orbit.
コロナルさん、ここに何があるの？さあ、私も詳しいことは。
近くに何かめぼしいもの。
なんもありゃせん。
Empty space.
4、50年待ってれば彗星が通りかかるかもしれんな。
Well, then start heading east and catch it in the middle.
Also, Space East. Or Space West.
These are the people that would lose to Khan in Star Trek 2.
いや、待て。何か来るぞ。
Beeps.
エイハブウェーブの反応。こいつは船だ。
Matter, it's a Gundam.
モビルスーツの出撃も確認。勝間さん、急速に近づいてくるぞ。
Come back to finish the job.
モビルスーツ？
モニター切り替えます。
They're gonna kill us in the pauses between our conversations.
待ち伏せしてたのか。
Never mind.
しかないな。
So long as we talk, they've turned into a still frame.
お待ちください。ここは一旦退却をして。
That feeling when you know that you live in a turn-based world.
ウルズハントに参加した以上、
It would be torture.
戦いは覚悟してた。
As someone who has
You'd be
been,
waiting for everything.
as someone who's gone through plenty of medical procedures where you get pinned in place for long periods of time, I can only imagine the torture of being conscious during a time freeze.
Look, all I know is that there's always the one person who forgets to end their turn, and it takes like 10 hours.
Yeah, I know, we played Baldur's Gate 3 together. Oh, thank God, we're back in the anime segment.
Nice moves.
You know, he doesn't ever put a belt on. Any jostling around in the middle of a fight should just throw him around the cockpit.
He's too cool for a seatbelt, like most kids.
I'm just saying, right? He gets hit in the side. He should be flung in the cockpit, out of the controls.
ハッチ開きました。お気をつけて。
Or, you know, worse off, the jerking of him being thrown by the momentum jerks the controls. That's causing the mobile suit
Go
to
into
go
a
off
complete
crazy.
tailspin.
Yeah, or some crazy move. It's really hard to interpret,
ウィスタリオアトム。八度星。
given the fact that he controls the entire Gundam with 2 rods that go back and forth. The legs, arms, torso, head, it's all being controlled by the same thing that controls Big O's arms.
お前らは待機しろ。
It's showtime.
He has literally all the momentum of one of those yacht races.
決着つけてやるぜ。
Now that's not proper rowing technique. You gotta kind of like roll into it.
So less than is what you're saying.
相手にとって不足はねえ。
さて、どうしようか。くらえ。
Even the translator agrees. No need to know what they're saying now.
しゃあ、今だ。
Attack
By the way-
now. Ah,
By the way, this is literally all of the gameplay. How long have we been sitting here for the actual gameplay?
さて、
it took us 23 minutes to get to a gameplay mode. Oh, they actually can go to space.
Hope you enjoyed your gameplay, because we're back to the anime. Also, pointedly, they were on an asteroid or a comet a second ago.
Yeah, the comet that's flying by.
The one that wasn't there before.
Yeah,
And isn't there now.
they kicked off a bit, so like it went backwards a bit.
It went back to that asteroid belt that keeps vanishing and appearing. That asteroid belt that exists around Mercury. I mean, sorry, on Venus. Sorry, I was crazy. Around Mercury. That would be stupid.
No one's ever gone to Mercury.
No one's never gone to the asteroid belt around Mercury. I think it's a true statement. Hey there, Space Cowboy.
Wow, they were completely disposable.
I enjoy at least the commitment to fully writing out in translated subs.
Well, looks like we're gonna get more fighting next time.
Well, with what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mobile suits?
Yeah, 7 and 2 others that were there blew up, so they don't get counted.
No, I'm counting only the ones. I'm not counting those 2. I'm thinking there's 7 on the field right now.
But we're definitely coming to a point where I feel like Range and our main character are about to fight together and like form some kind of weird friendship.
Oh, that's right. His name was Range.
Yep.
Sorry, you might have picked that up easily throughout this, but remember, I'm basically trying to do the thing of reading 5 sentences on top of one another, each flashing at me.
Oh yeah. Far be it from me to complain about somebody else not remembering names, right?
I'm just saying that I'm literally having a hard time reading anything happening on the screen. So a lot of mine is a lot of interpretation of what's going on based on people walking into the camera and then not walking into the camera.
Yeah. But like you were saying, like there's a lot of nothing happening for a good bit of this, right? There's just like personality filler.
If you want this to play a game, I would think you'd be disappointed. For one, the game seems like shit. But also, there's like a minute of gameplay for every 20 minutes of cutscene. But also, if you bought this for the anime, there seems to be 3 to 4 minutes of anime for every 20 minutes of cutscene, interspaced by a shitty game. So, I mean, look what happened in the game. 3 turns of just random number generation.
Yeah, that was like 3 or 4 rounds, it said. Because it did keep a timer.
And each round was literally one person attacking the other person. It wasn't a back and forth round.
There's like not anything special to it yet, right? We're definitely nowhere near into the meat of the game. We're like 3 fights in. This is still Tutorialville. All they're doing is auto attacking, right?
I'm pretty sure this is the game. I'm pretty sure this is the game because it seems like the quality of game that you would get. 2, I'm hoping this is basically all of the game. I'm hoping that we don't have to watch this guy play like Final Fantasy Tactics with these mobile suits. And like, all right, we're here on episode 20. 20 minutes of the episode, by the way, is just the fight part of the game.
Just me figuring out how to win the game. Best of luck to our translator or whoever is actually getting the original footage to get through it if it actually gets hard.
Well, actually, no.
That'll actually be amusing to watch. It will be a Let's Play channel.
No, we discussed this in episode 1. Our translator isn't playing the game.
Right.
There is a first person who played the game and put it up online. Our translator then took that and is translating it and then putting that online in English. So this is like, we're 3 steps away from the original.
3 degrees in, 6 degrees more to Kevin Bacon. So, gosh. So, for the actual meat of the episode, I think that probably has to be Range's, what Range is going through, where he's like going like, well, you know, I'm disposable, I gotta make myself useful, and this is all just so I can take down this organization. We got his drama as like I think the actual meat.
Oh no,
and the explanation of like why doesn't he have a ring? It's like because the ring is in the main character's hands. That's why.
Oh no, that was Cyclass telling him that he was worthless and disposable.
Yeah, And he agrees because Cyclass also is worthless and disposable.
Oh no, he doesn't agree just because Cyclass also labels himself. Look, just because the person insulting you puts themselves down in the middle of your insult doesn't mean their insult true. You don't agree with them insulting themselves just so you get a win out of the conversation.
Look, we're both stupid here.
Right, if I called you a jackass because I recognize a jackass as I'm one as well, you don't agree with that just so you can call me a jackass. You disagree and then call me a jackass anyway. You don't.
Well, there are benefits to letting you call yourself jackass. I'll slide right now.
Well, the point being is that I'd already said that, so you already get the benefit of me calling myself a jackass, but then you disagree with me and call me a jackass yourself. You don't have to take a loss to get a win.
I disagree, Theta. You're too likable. I had to turn that around. But,
I mean, it's never been true. I don't know how to deal with that.
But yeah, that's like the real story bit that we got there. What's your takeaway from it, if anything? What do you got to comment on that?
I mean, did we get a... Did he steal something? Did it happen? It was like a revelation of that anywhere?
No, not at all.
Because I fully expect...
I think he's just smiling because he's like, oh, I get this guy now. I understand.
I would fully expect that there would be a moment of, well, I've actually got the ring, and I'm out of here. You know, that sort of thing.
I guess maybe it's slightly more of a, oh yeah, he said he's disposable and could, like, die at any time. It's like, little does he know, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, no, actually, I'm entirely thinking he's gonna turn traitor here. He's gonna go ahead and turn the main character.
I think more so he is going to turn traitor because if I recall right, Cyclass, I remember his name starts with a CY, and ass is at the end of it. I just can't remember what the other letters in the middle were.
I think you are correct, Cyclist.
In the intro, he's got the two other guys that were at the beginning of this episode standing beside him, and Domo and Pancho is not there. So I'm pretty sure Domo and Pancho is by himself, which means he has betrayed this guy, and this guy is probably on the warpath for revenge and getting his shit back.
Makes perfect sense. There you go. We got our teams slightly reorganized. Cyclass ends up on a team that has a ring. Our range, our Domas, ends up on a team with a ring. Everybody's on a proper team. Are you calling him
Domas as well?
Yeah, I still think it's funny.
Who is Domas again? I know the name, I just can't remember it.
Isn't that the G Gundam protagonist?
Oh, that's Domon Kashu.
Oh, okay.
That's why I made the joke Domon Poncho. Is because the guy's wearing a poncho, Domon Kashu from G Gundam. No, there is a show though that where there's a guy named Domas. I can't remember. What show do we watch?
I forgot. I know there is, but I forgot. Well, we'll solve that mystery on the side. Theta, are there any last comments about the episode you got?
I mean, I do have this bottle of ibuprofen on standby because of other concerns, but this is not helping them.
So, well, I guess before you finally die to that seizure, thanks to the subtitles, let's go ahead and wrap it up for today. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?